It's 1962. The first James Bond movie is out in the cinema. And the Paladin family is building their new cellar. Man, I wish I'd be able to travel back in time. Being in 1962, also the Beatles came out with Love Me Do, man. But let's talk about wine now. Let's be serious about this. Bosco del Merlo. So we are Bosco del Merlo. We are with Valentino Paladin and his children now running the show near Treviso. This Pinot Grigio 2019 is already booming with lots of tropical aromas, super tropical aromas, and a little bit of citrus fruit. I like this quince character of the wine. We are in a place, actually, by the way, where the Romans from Aquileia used to sell wine all the way down to Rome. We're talking about a road that was built in the 2nd century. So once again, incredible story. Like, this is where Romans have been making wines forever. Double-edged sword kind of wine with acidity coming off from the lemons. A little bit of residual sugar in this wine. You should expect some sweetness that comes out, not too much, but there is a little bit of it. In terms of flavors, there is like fruit salad, like there is red apples, a little bit of pears. You know what? I feel like I'd love to have some pasta fagioli, pasta with white beans. It would be perfect with this. From Bosco del Merlo, we have another wine. Is the Ramato version, and it looks like the Merle has gone out of the cage. Let's try the wine out. I must be honest, I'm very, very fond of Ramato Pinot Grigio. I don't know what it is, this like onion skin, copperish color. It just puts me in a mood, in a good mood already. Okay. Always, the Ramato would release the spicy character of Pinot Grigio. Pinot Grigio has got this nutmeggy, slightly cinnamon edge that comes through the nose that I love it. So like the floral and tropicals are like all tuned down, and it's all about the spices. What do we get here? You see my face? Is the acidity. Lovely, man. That's what you need in white wine or rosé wines. In this case, Ramato. I'm just like chewing fruit for the 3rd time. This is what this wine is about. Like lime acidity. I feel like I could just be on the pool right now, some crayfish, and this lovely Ramato. I'll be the happiest man in the planet. Enoitalia is one of Italy's biggest producers. Like, they release every year millions and millions of bottles, and they sell like in 5 continents across almost like 100 different countries. All right, let's go open the bottle. I guess that's what we do. All right. Oh, wait a minute. There's a cork. I need a corkscrew. And it's all about the flowers here. There is acacia flower, even a little bit of jasmine. So flower is the key factor on this nose. So right now, with this wine, there is a little bit of residual sugar, lots of pears. That's what it is, like sweet pears, a touch of minerality. The soil where this wine is produced is actually a volcanic-based soil. Oh man. I once again, I feel like I'm on the sea right now. I'm on a beautiful like sledge, chilling out, enjoying the sunset. Cantina di Custoza Pinot Grigio delle Venezie 2019. This is a winery, is a co-op winery. There is 200 winemakers that belong to this co-op that was born in 1968. So I'm really curious to go check out this wine today with you. Let's give it a shot. The nose of these wines reminds me, I don't know what it is. It's just like I feel like I'm skiing, like in some of those beautiful slopes of the Alps. It's gotta be like this. It's kind of like fresh, a little bit some green hues, some green aromatics. This is a winery with 1,000 hectares, 1,000 hectares and 200 winemakers. So like these people are taking care of a huge amount of land where in a morenic, so ice age soil, morenic soil near the Lake Garda. The place is, I remember because I had, Valleggio sul Mincio. That's where I had maybe the best tortellini ever of my life. As a matter of fact, I had a vertical tasting of tortellini, fried tortellini, tortellini in brodo, tortellini al ragù. I can't remember, and the pasta of those tortellini, it was so thin, it was just like a miracle. That's what I would love to have this wine with. Right now, those tortellini, it reminds me like there's some nice citrus element here. Not overly complex wine, but I like the acidity. That lemon that I had at the beginning is becoming now pure lemon juice, and I think makes the wine really refreshing. You might want to have some. This wine, it's ready to match some pretty like fat dishes to cut through it, like a beautiful like cone of like fried fish. You know, some calamari and scampi. It would make my day. You might have come across this brand with Prosecco. Astoria Prosecco is out there everywhere in the world. In this case, we have with the Polegato brothers. 40 hectares, they also produce this Pinot Grigio delle Venezie, and we're gonna give it a shot. Let's see how the wine is like. So let's go explore this Pinot Grigio. The name of the wine is Alicia from Astoria. Let's check the wine out. Paolo and Giorgio started off this enterprise in 1987, and they made it. So it's relatively young, and they made it into one of Italy's most renowned brand. Here we have a combination of acacia flowers, hay. There's some passion fruit there. Quite like the passion fruit actually. Peach, lots of peach. So you see once again, fruit-driven style Pinot Grigio in this case. Supple, quite velvety, pretty round wine. With some refreshing bites in the end. This is exactly what you're expecting from a Pinot Grigio. It's perfect, like you want to crack open a bottle for the aperitivo, and you're gonna make everyone happy with this wine. Alfeo Martini, Roger Gabb, and Christoph Mack started off MGM wine business in 1991. Very successful bunch of international winemakers trying to release very sleek, modern, and well-executed wines. I'm very curious to go try this bottle. All right. By the way, these guys, I remember reading they use like almost 100% of the water is recycled. They have photovoltaic energy that is actually powering the winery up to 80%. So kudos to that. Dry roses, dry white roses, so like pretty delicate rose touch. Some elderflower and green apples. Clean, refreshing, very clean fruit, very well executed Pinot Grigio delle Venezie. I get lots of acidity, much more than I was expecting. So with the floral hints at the beginning, you find them back again on the aftertaste, and this is the third time that I'm chewing fruit. So I like when I get this. I like when I get the super drinkability in Pinot Grigio. When the moon seems to fly, ma che dici, seems to fly? And it doesn't matter. Why am I saying, why do I have this song in my head? It's because 1969 is when Mario Faccioli, the owner, the founder of this winery, created the winery. And that's when mankind discovered the moon. Was it just the moon? Oh, Woodstock! Man, what a year to put together a winery. Let's give the wine a shot. Pods, green beans, and peas. This is all about like a green character in this wine right now. Also the pea flowers. You know, I don't know if you ever give it a shot. Like it's beautiful to cook with that right now in springtime. On the palate, the wine shows more fruit than we're expecting from the nose, with all those green elements coming through. Acidity is that one of lime. And once again, I have a finish that reminds me of some maybe almond flowers and almond paste. I was almost forgetting. Talking about the Consorzio delle Venezie, the DOC delle Venezie appellation. Well, first of all, you get to know that the world of Pinot Grigio, the vineyards of Pinot Grigio in the planet, are basically 50% almost in Italy. And guess what? 85% of it are in Delle Venezie appellation. How many winemakers produce Pinot Grigio in this area? There is 324 of them, and 39 are co-ops. So within the co-ops, there is even more winemaker. So in other words, there's hundreds of winemakers that produce this beautiful white wine of Italy, by the way, the most recognized Italian variety. In the past, this wine used to be pretty like dilute, and in the 90s was like a very small percentage of vines was Pinot Grigio, roughly was 3,000 hectares. Today is 26,000 hectares of Pinot Grigio. And right now, this Pinot Grigio is way more fruit-driven, way more complexity, above all, way more length. In the past, it was kind of dilute and neutral. Right now, there is spices, there is minerality, and way more complexity. Basically, this appellation has brought a brand new revolution. As of 2017, this is how young the consortium is. By the way, the largest consortium in Italy, across 3 regions, Trentino, Veneto, and Friuli. Boom. Where is the revolution? Revolution is the fact that there is vineyards, new vineyard management, young entrepreneurs, young vigneron. They're all there making sure that the world can drink the delicious Pinot Grigio delle Venezie. Are you wondering what to pair with your Pinot Grigio? Well, there's plenty ways to go. First of all, Pinot Grigio with its spiciness, natural spiciness, is perfect with an aperitivo moment. That's, I think, the best you can do. So like little nibbles of course, like fried fish, sushi, guacamole and chips. I mean, that kind of stuff. I think there is no better variety, no better wine than Pinot Grigio delle Venezie to go for. Do you want to have pasta with Pinot Grigio? Of course you should have pasta. It's an Italian product at the end of the day. So, pasta. Well, with pasta, I would be quite cautious with I would go with some light sauces. You know, like you want to go like light fish sauce, or you can go like some pasta with veggies, beautiful risotto that you can have it with, you know, like beautiful risotto, like because of the cheese, the fatness of the cheese, the acidity of Pinot Grigio is gonna cut through it and make it as a perfect food companion. I would refrain from heavy ragu sauces or risotto with, I don't know, like bone marrow risotto. That could be a little bit too much. You need something with heavier body. Main course? Well, main course you can work with, you know, like white meat, chicken, of course fish, but not fish that you're gonna cook for too long. You want something that is like lightly like steamed or baked, and a little bit of extra virgin olive oil, dash of lemon, salt, boom, off you go. Pinot Grigio is basically the ultimate Italian white wine. And what is the Italian kitchen about? Simplicity. 1, 2, maybe 3 ingredients and off you go.